In today's video, we're going to be comparing Grand Theft Auto 6 versus Vice City and what the map looked like in 2002 versus what it looks like now and what it will be in 2025. Now, of course, the differences we're going to look at in this video today are to be expected. Vice City came out 20 years ago, being made for the PlayStation 2, original Xbox, PCs that had far less graphical and computing power. We're going to be getting these on the up-to-date modern system. So the differences should not be shocking, but they are pretty cool. So we're going to start with what Vice City looks like in 2002 first, and let's begin with this shot right here of some boats racing in the water. These are all going to be scenes that we also saw in the trailer, and the big thing to me is A, the level of detail on the vehicles, and then B, the level of detail in the sky, and then C, the level of detail in the water. The water here just looks flat. It doesn't look like it has any sort of body or character or textures to it. And then if we take a look at what it's going to be in Grand Theft Auto 6, look at the color difference of the water, look at the clouds in the sky, and even the things in the background, how they just have so much more detail. But anyways, let's move on. Strip clubs are going to be a big part of Grand Theft Auto 6, just as they were a part of Vice City. And I hate to even say this, but the things you're going to look for here are obviously the dancers. The dancers look very triangle-like and square-like. They don't have very fluid movements. The lights in the ceiling just kind of look like they're placed there and have this, sporadic glow. And then if we take a look at what's going on in Grand Theft Auto 6, not only is it extremely more populated, you can also see the movements are way more fluid of everyone. The patrons of the club, the dancers at the club, the lighting that's going on here feels way more realistic than just those red, green, and blue spotlights up top. So strip clubs have obviously seen a huge improvement. Another thing that's seen a major improvement is the main strip of Vice City Ocean Beach. This is what it looked like in 2002, and you can see that Rockstar was trying here. They were trying to give us that feeling of the neon lights of Miami, and they did a really good job. But you can almost see there's no cars on the streets. There's nothing going on. There's no pedestrians walking by. And then this is what it's going to look like in Grand Theft Auto 6. And you can obviously automatically tell that there is a ton more cars. There's a ton more pedestrians. The buildings have a lot more details, even dedicated interiors to them as well, which to me is going to be insane. The neon lights look like they blend a whole lot more better than just sort of like static buildings being one color after another. So a huge improvement right there. It looks like Starfish Island is also going to get a massive upgrade too. This is where you saw all the big mansions and the beautiful houses. And now in this shot, to me, it's hard to not focus on the sky and the water just because they look almost so different and also yet so fake. And you can see that the island itself looks pretty barren. There isn't a lot going on. There's no cars even on the highway and bridge leading into the island. And then we jump to Grand Theft Auto 6. Look at this. Not only are there massive amounts of boats in the water, cars on the road, you've got lights in the various big-time mansions and houses, apartment complexes. There's even a tennis court. The sky itself is filled with a beautiful sunset and clouds that are sort of going off into the distance. And you can even see extremely detailed buildings in the background. So once again, this shows off a massive update to just about everything in the world. Really, really cool stuff. And it even looks like the characters that aren't going to be our main characters have gotten significant upgrades too. So these are some of the gang members in GTA Vice City. And again, you can see how rudimentary they are. They don't have a lot of differences to them. They're wearing kind of the same amounts of clothing. Their bodies look exactly the same. Well, we know that these guys aren't going to be our main characters, but look at how detailed they are. The tattoos on their arm, the jewelry that they're wearing, the different body types that they have. I think that's going to be absolutely massive, is the fact that it looks like NPCs can have hundreds of different variations. So that means pretty much almost every single person you come across in Vice City is going to look a little bit different, just like it does in real life. And I think there was no better example of that than the beach. The beach scene was insane, but this is what it looked like in Vice City. And honestly, not too bad. We can see that the sky looks really beautiful. There's a couple of people walking on the boardwalk, and yes, some of them have sort of different body types and whatnot. The background, again, a little boxy, little blurry, and then this is what we get in Grand Theft Auto 6. It's almost impossible to try and focus on one thing because there's so much going on here. different body types, NPCs doing different activities, wearing all sorts of different stuff. Look how packed the beach is. I bet there's like 100, 150 people in this one shot right here. And even things in the distance are pretty detailed. So it looks like the population density of Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to make leaps and bounds, not only, of course, from the original Vice City, but also from its other two predecessors, Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, I want to throw in some honorable mentions as well from a couple of other Grand Theft Auto games in the series. This is sort of comparing San Andreas to Grand Theft Auto 6. So this is the beach on GTA San Andreas, which again would have been made for the exact same platform and systems as GTA Vice City. You can see there's not a whole lot going on the beach. Pretty much looks like a copy and paste. Look at the difference now when we get to Grand Theft Auto 6. How wild is that? The different colored umbrellas, the different things that people are doing on the beach. We just looked at this shot right here, and what's significant about this is these are main characters, CJ and Big Smoke, and you can still see just how little limited details they were able to have on them just because of the consoles that they were made for. And then, of course, the big difference in these characters that aren't even going to be our main characters, all the different levels of detail that they have. I thought that shot was pretty cool. And then same with the Vinewood sign. Now, even though we don't have a Vinewood sign in Vice City, because of course we are in Vice City, we do have a Vice sign. And even the level of detail on that, and also in the background, what you see with the sunset, way more realistic. I thought this looked great in the GTA San Andreas era, but certainly this is a massive improvement for modern times. And then even going as far forward to Grand Theft Auto 5 and Los Santos, look at the difference between these group of bikers right here. Just the little things like the dirt on the road, the way the tires look, how they interact with the ground, the smoke that they're putting out. It's crazy. This was the last Grand Theft Auto game, and the Grand Theft Auto 6 version looks, in my opinion, 10 times better. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, obviously there was going to be lots of changes graphically from the 2002 version of Vice City to the 2025 version of Vice City, and we also know that Grand Theft Auto 6's Vice City is going to be way bigger. Rockstar was extremely limited to what they could do on those consoles. We already know we're going to be getting expanded areas like the Florida Everglades, but there's also a handful of other changes that Rockstar have made from the first game to this game. So, for example, it's no longer going to be in the state of Florida, like in previous Vice City titles. Now the state is called Leonida, and we've kind of speculated why they might have made that change. I think Rockstar wants to keep everything a parody. Like, for example, Liberty City is in the state of Liberty, which is a parody of New York. Los Santos is in the state of San Andreas, which is a parody of California. So I don't think they wanted to have one stick out like a sore thumb called Florida. Now, there's also a couple of other changes that Rockstar have made. Escobar International Airport is out, and now Vice City International Airport is in. There's a handful of signs that lead you to Kelly County if you take the 404 West. If you take I-97, it takes you to the Vice City International Airport. And there's a couple of other locations that can be seen in one shot in particular that take you to Stockyard, and the other being downtown. And there's a handful of other different locations that can be seen, like Vice Beaches, another one being Vice City Port, Vice City Keys, and again, another one that shows Kelly County and Vice City International Airport. And in one of the in-game social media posts with the dual-wielding hammer lady, we can also see that another location is Hamlet. And where I want to wrap up in this video today, even though we don't have an official map for Vice City, the community is going about mapping it themselves, and they have actually created a brand new update to the Vice City mapping project. This is version 0.029, and because Trailer 1 has revealed a lot, these are some of the things they did. They completely overhauled the Venetian Islands area to match new evidence. They also expanded roads on Vice Beach area based on new evidence, added lots of new buildings in the Vice City area. They tagged many of the buildings with real-world counterparts, and added a canal between Vice Beach and Bayshore landmasses. I will leave a link to this map in the description. It's really incredible and gives you a pretty good idea of not only what the game looks like based on the leaks that happened in 2022, but also based on what we were able to officially see from the trailer that just came out a few days ago. So that right there is your comparison between Vice City in 2002 and what it's going to look like when it arrives in 2025. The differences are astonishing, and I can't tell you how excited I am to explore this new world. But anyways, that is all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. What do you think about the difference between these two games and how GTA 6 compares to other Grand Theft Auto titles? Let me know what you're thinking down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the GTA 6 videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.